friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel, continuing our discussion on understanding the lucky colors and gemstones for all the rising signs. In this video, we will have our discussion on the Virgo Ascendant. So now guys, the basic objective of this playlist is that you should know about which all planets are favorable to you or which are inauspicious for you, because these days I keep on coming across all those cases where based on the superficial knowledge of astrology, people even go to this extent of recommending gemstones to people. So if you will come across as someone that this person is working in the fields of real estate, and you will straight away recommend this person that why don't you wear a coral, or someone who is single and like working hard to find a partner for himself, and you will just recommend why don't you wear a opal. But you have to understand the role of that planet specific to the lagna of that native. You might have this intention to help someone, but you will end up doing more damage to that person. And not only that guys, like if you know about which all planets are favorable for you, so it will also help you in choosing the colors associated with that planet, or choosing the right sort of numbers connected with that planet. So that is the only reason why I am putting emphasis on this playlist. So okay guys, now starting first with the positive and negative attributes connected with the Virgo Ascendant. So definitely guys, your ascendant lord is planet Mercury, which is the planet of intelligence. And Virgo is not only a sign ruled by Mercury, Virgo is also Mercury's Mool Trikona sign. It's sign of exaltation. So because of which intelligence is something which is very deeply ingrained in the personality of a Virgo Ascendant native. Now when I say intelligence, do not get mistaken with your academic qualifications. You might be complete illiterate, but still you will have that worldly knowledge which is required to succeed in the life. Along with that guys, Virgo Lagna people tend to remain very disciplined, very organized, and you will find these people with a very balanced approach in all areas of life. Like they want to live their life in balance, in moderation, and completely in command over all areas of their life. The good part about the Virgo Lagna people is that you cannot win over them through emotions or force or power. You have to supplement them with logic, with rationality, if you actually want to win over a Virgo Lagna person in any debate. So guys, these are some of the defining traits associated with the Virgo Lagna people. Now when we talk about the negative attributes of this ascendant, so guys, if you will pay attention, like in our chart, there are two houses which tells about our social interaction or our friends, like 3rd house and 11th house. In the case of a Virgo Lagna, you will find very arch enemy of the ascendant lord Mercury being placed in these two houses. So because of which what happens a lot many times, because these people are so driven by logic that in their lives testing times, they always struggle in finding true loyal friends in their life. Second thing is that guys, a lot many times what happen is that very soon we will jump to the discussion of understanding the like favorable and inauspicious planets. But see, when people talk about sexual expertise or sexual perversion, people say that Gemini people could be very sexual, or the Scorpions or the Libra or Venus ruled signs. But we forget that in the case of a Virgo Lagna person, Mars has got the rulership of the 3rd house, of your energy, of your courage, and 8th house as well. So if you will find Mars to be afflicted in the chart, and any affliction or support coming in from the moon and Venus, then it can actually give perversion in the behavior as well. Now that is a different case, that a lot many astrologers also say this thing, that Virgo Lagna people are very expert in sexual area, sexual activities. So yes guys, these are the few of the positive and negative attributes connected with this Lagna. But one thing is for sure, in today's day and age where you want to do good in the society, in the community, at your job, and have some very good worldly dealings as well. So these all are the areas where these people rise and shine. Now guys, talking about the favorable and inauspicious planets for the Virgo Lagna. So starting first with the most favorable planet. So definitely Mercury is your ascendant lord and 10th house lord. So Mercury becomes a life-giving planet for you, because of which green color is very favorable for you. Green emerald gemstone is eternally favorable for you. Second planet which is very favorable for the Virgo Lagna people is the planet Venus. Now guys, in your case, Venus has got the rulership of the second house of your finances and ninth house of your luck and fortune. So because of the rulership of these two houses, definitely Venus becomes a very auspicious planet for you. So the color white and gemstone, opal and diamond becomes very auspicious or very favorable for you. Now guys, when it comes down to the role of the planet Saturn, so Saturn in your case has got the rulership of your like 5th house and the 6th house. And just because the Mool Trikona sign of the planet Saturn, it falls in your 6th house, so I would say that beyond doubt Saturn is a favorable auspicious planet for you. Even the light blue color is also favorable for you. But when it comes to the gemstone of the planet Saturn in the form of a blue sapphire, so you have to do the proper scrutinization of the chart before recommending blue sapphire to someone. But I would say that in 90% of the cases, blue sapphire generally do good in the case of a Virgo Lagna native. Now guys, after that, definitely in your case, Sun has got the rulership of your 12th house. Just because Sun and Moon luminaries do not get the dosha of the rulership of the Dushtana Bhava as well. So I would say that even the gemstone of Sun, which is the ruby, can also be considered, but still you have to take into consideration the dignity or placement of Sun in the chart. Now guys, when it comes down to the planet Jupiter, Jupiter is not a auspicious or favorable planet for you. So because of Jupiter, which has got the rulership of your 7th house, so it becomes a Maraka planet for the Virgo Lagna people. So because of which guys, like yellow sapphire is something which you have to wear very carefully. You have to get your chart scrutinized. But I would say that yellow color is something which you have to avoid. After that guys comes the role of the arch enemy of your Lagna, which is the planet Mars. Now Mars and Jupiter becomes the most killer planet for your Lagna. So red color is something you have to strictly refrain, and coral gemstone is something which you have to strictly refrain. Now guys, after that, definitely Moon is also a arch enemy to your Lagna. So because of which like pearl stone is something which you have to avoid. Now guys, the beauty in your case is that in your Lagna, Rahu can actually manifest some very good results. And when we talk about the role of the Ketu, so Ketu still act very inimical to the Virgo Lagna natives. So now guys, you must have understood that the favorable planets for you is definitely Mercury and Venus. So if you will find any of the combination conjunction taking place where Mercury and Venus are placed in some auspicious houses, like even the 9th house, or even if they are placed in the 5th house, that will contribute to a very good yoga. And even if Saturn is becoming a part of that conjunction, that will also uplift the signification of that house. Now when we talk about the afflictions, so definitely if you will find the conjunction of Moon and Mars in your chart, or even the conjunction of Jupiter and Mars, can be seen as a matter of concern, or it can actually fluctuate the attributes or signification of the house where it is going to be placed in, because for your Lagna, Mars and Jupiter are not considered as auspicious or favorable planet. Now guys, so same is the case with the Dasha as well. It has been generally seen that Virgo Lagna natives, they attain good success in the Dasha of Mercury, of Venus, because Venus Dasha is one of the longest Dasha of the Vimshotri Dasha. So all these 20 years tend to remain very fortune awakening for the Virgo Lagna people. And I would say that to an extent, even the Saturn Dasha also manifests some very good results. At the time of the Dasha of Moon or Mars, which is fortunately of a very less span of time, period of time, you have to do proper remedies in the form of chanting, donation, in order to safeguard yourself. Now guys, when we talk about the compatible lagnas or rising signs for you, so definitely, as you can see, Capricorn Lagna proves to be very favorable for your rising sign. Apart from that, Taurus Lagna people generally also get along very well, and to an extent I have also seen even the Leo Lagna people tend to do very good, or you will find a mutual compatibility or harmony with your Lagna. But when we talk about the incompatible rising signs, where you have to remain very cautious and careful, specifically if you are getting into matrimonial bond or any sort of business partnership, so those are definitely Aries Lagna, Scorpio Lagna, and to an extent I would say even the Pisces Lagna is something, any association, any alliance or partnership with them has to be done very carefully. Now guys, after that, now we have reached to the last section of our today's discussion about your favorable, I would say, or the preferred gods and deity whose worship can actually uplift the overall signification of your chart. So definitely worship of Lord Vishnu becomes very fortune awakening for a Virgo Lagna person. Like definitely guys, when we talk about Lord Vishnu, which has got a very preserving qualities and all sort of prosperity, commercial gains, so worship of Lord Vishnu, recitation or listening to Vishnu Sahasranam can do wonders in the case of your Lagna. And along with that guys, worship of Lord Ganesha. You would not believe, just because see guys, your Lagna beyond doubt is the Lagna of intelligence, and Lord Ganesha is worshipped as the remover of obstacles, and he is the actual Lord of intelligence. Like if you have the knowledge of the chakras, so the Kundalini Shakti start its upward journey first from the Mooladhara chakra, and Lord Ganesha is the protector of that chakra. And not only that guys, I always say this thing, that all the planetary energies combined together is on one side, and there is one planet which is eldermost, seniormost, whose energy or power comes equivalent to all other combined planetary vibration, and this one planet on other side, which is the planet Ketu. And we even, in order to tame or like remove the or appease the afflictions of Ketu, we also worship Lord Ganesha. So worship of Lord Ganesha can actually impart you with intelligence, worldly knowledge, and can give you success, prosperity, fame in all areas of your life. So this is something guys which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs, some very specific information for the Virgo Ascendant natives. So for further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.